of years. In fact, my family, my grandfather came to Ghana in 1918.
Wow.
So we have been in Ghana, the Fatal family, for 105 years.
Wow.
You know, yeah. And we came by ship. And it took about 1.5 months to reach here. My grandmother died in Ghana. My father is born in Ghana, Sami Fatal, and died in Ghana 16 years ago. May his soul rest in peace. He's buried at Osu Cemetery. I'm born in Ghana. My kids are born in Ghana. And by God's will, I will die in Ghana.
So you're a Ghanaian, actually?
Yes,
a Ghanaian of Lebanese origin?
Yes, Ghanaian of Lebanese origin, yes.
Okay.
And I'm proud of it. If you dare and call me something else, you're in trouble.
So you had your education too in Ghana?
Yes. I went to Ghana International School,
okay.
GIS, you know, good school. And it's a melting pot of many nationalities. So it brings you up sort of diverse. Like a culture, diverse, and open to the world.
Okay.
And that helped in shaping up my personality.
Oh, wow. I see. Then one of the things we know so much about you is actually your role as a media executive. How did you rise to setting up Metro Television and all the things you did? And in fact, one of the things people also know about you is your music journey. How did you get into music?
Yeah, I mean, the music and the media, M&M, of course. I think before even we go there, let me take it from school.
Okay.
School is, and that is where the roots and the seeds are, sown, which later you ask yourself, why am I in television? Why am I organizing football tournaments, football rights? Yeah. It all started from school. I was informed to organizing football gala for Form 3, 4, and 5 for the elders, and I used to do it with all the league and prizes. And my love for organizing events started from there, And then when I graduated, I went into farming. And I was exporting pineapples at Samsam. Was not a bad experience. And from there, I went into a restaurant at Osu. There was nobody in Osu, Oxford Street. I opened the top of Oxford Street. I had a snacks restaurant called Number One. It was very popular, selling snacks and ice cream. So this is how the journey started, and somewhere along the line at Number One Snacks, I started meeting a lot of people and a lot of personalities. So I met Tommy Annan Forsen, who, one day crashed at my office and heard me singing on my own and said, "Oh my God, is that you?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, Talal, you have to record this song." I'll put it on air. And this is how my music journey started. Tommy Annan Forsen, he pushed me onto music.
Wow.
And then also another gentleman there, Mr. Rex Dankwa. They always used to come and, patronize the Number One Snacks. We had good food, I believe, and ice cream and so. And he also introduced me to the media through his Leisure Awards, Leisure newspaper. And I was doing press ads for him, and I also discovered that I have a love and knack for the media. So the creativity intersecting between music spun into the fabric of advertising and media.
Okay.
And that's what made it, at the end, my products, as they are out of the box, one of their own. Because it wasn't just stereotype, it was creative.
Wow. That's an interesting one. So would it be the conversations you had with Tommy Annan Forsen that also influenced your decision to set up a media house?
No. The music started before the media. So I did my first album with Carlos Seche.
Okay.
They used to call us Ebony and Ivory, We won ECRAC Discovery of the Year award.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and my song was pop. So it was very strange for a pop song to be, hit. The Ghanaians loved it, and I introduced Afropop. Yes, I did second album. First album was It's Not Over, called. The second album, Where Are You, was not so successful. But the third album, we all know, Forgive and Forget, was a big hit. Big hit with the populace in Ghana, with all the ladies and the young girls. I had a road show, the secondary schools, and they used to really love it and scream. But the Forgive and Forget album caught the attention of even in Nigeria. Sonny Ade of Sigma Disc, he signed me on and was about to release me in Nigeria when the coup happened. So that's my third album, and after that I released 2 more albums. Money and Fame, beautiful album, was my favorite actually, and the Black Stars song with some singles with Kwesi P and other artists.
Wow. Yeah. But when did the media thing come into the picture?
Exactly. So my music was in 1990, I released Forgive and Forget. Around that time, that's where the media started. Because through my endeavors in the media, I was doing like TV interview with you. I do a newspaper story, press release. Or I go on radio with Carl Bannerman and all the giants of radio by then. There was only GVC by then. I got the experience of syndicating radio, TV, and the press. So I used that music promotion to input the birth of the advertising agency, which is called Media Number One.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I started it with my brother, Fadi Fatal.
Oh, okay.
Yes, together. And within 5 years, we won Agency of the Year twice, 1995, 1996. And 1997 was the birth of Metro TV.
97?
Yes. So that is the transition from advertising was from 1990 to 1997, the Metro TV 1997.
So from snacks to advertising to Metro TV.
Yeah, and you forgot also, I was doing the export of pineapples.
The export of pineapples as well.
You know, the funny story about the pineapples, that Ghana's pineapple is sweet, but it's green color. So, you know, when I tell the creativity, you input it into everything, farming, music, advertising, media. So I was creative and managed to get some chemicals. When you spray the pineapple, it becomes golden color. So, it started to sell better in Europe. Because when they see Ivory Coast pineapple is yellow, they buy it golden, then the Ghana green one. But the green one in Ghana is still sweet. So if you spray it, so when I did that, all the farmers, say, oh, come and spray my pineapples. And it was fun, Oh,
wow.
Yes.
You grew up with business ideas.
Yes. I mean, I love enterprise. I love enterprise. I love free spirit. And by God's power, I would say I am nobody, I am nothing. I'm the people's servant, but I'm creative by His grace. So I'm always bubbling. I used to sing to myself in the bedroom and in front of the mirror, and I was in love with the Bee Gees. And when Saturday Night Fever came out, and John Travolta and How Deep Is Your Love and all these songs, so I love the Bee Gees. I'm crazy about them. So that's my music became cemented through singing these artists, and later it influenced me along Lionel Richie, Kenny Rogers, Barry Manilow, and so many other artists, to start composing my own music.
I heard Osibisa too.
Osibisa, actually it was Curtain Raiser. Curtain Raiser at the Akaspo Stadium, big show with musical youth. And I can tell you it was massive, fully packed, organized by Kojo Bonsu, everybody has done his part in this world. But I continued on to do Curtain Raiser for Jimmy Cliff, Alpha Blondy, Jermaine Jackson when he came to Ghana. So I did Curtain Raisers for all of them, Onyeka Nwenu in Nigeria, Majek Fashek. I was invited to the Piman Awards in Nigeria, Alexito, and Yes, so I've had a good, roundup of playing curtain raiser.
Let's come back to the media aspect, which is the area that many of us actually got to know about you, which is Metro Television. How did the name and everything about Metro come all about?
Yeah, Metro TV is like a baby that was born. In fact, I think it's one of the best things that ever has happened to me. And I have to thank the government of Ghana, because Metro TV, unlike the conventional knowledge that people think, I do not own it 100%. It was a joint venture between me, my company, and GBC.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so we were the first with TV3 to broadcast free to air. So Metropolitan Television, came about by this joint venture. So Metropolitan, I cut it short to Metro TV. And of course, I was the CEO, the manager. GBC was a silent partner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so, and the years flew by nicely after that.
So GBC were more of shareholders of Metro TV?
Yeah, yeah. The whole concept was that I run it, but it was 50-50.
Oh, really?
Yes. I started with a very small capital. If I tell you how much, if somebody tells you that capital, is an obstacle in your way, take it from me. The capital that is important is the one in your head, is the idea. That one, it can be valued. That one is in millions, because that is king. Content is king. But capital, anybody can give you money, or you can borrow money. So I started Metro TV with a very small amount of money.
How much?
No, I'm not going to go into that. But I can tell you with the modest amount, and I started broadcasting. You see, I did the concept around we growing and scaling up month by month and year by year. So I started broadcasting only on weekends first. Saturday, Sunday, then we added Friday, then we added Wednesday. And then we went full week, then we went 24 hours, then we went to Kumasi, and then before 2-3 years we were nationwide. First TV station, private TV station to broadcast nationwide. And the first to go on satellite as well. Use satellite to transmit. First to do news in local languages. First to dub Mexican soaps locally. First to go on DSTV. First to take Ghana Premier League onto SuperSport. And first to bring Al Jazeera and MTV base to Africa. That's Metro for you.
So in 1997, assuming I wanted to go into a partnership with GBC for a 50-50 setup of a media organization with $5,000, $10,000, that would have been enough?
No. It was hundreds of thousands now. But people start up TV.
It was hundreds of thousands.
Yes, people start
dollars
TV.
or
No, of course dollars. People start TV stations with millions, okay? But we started, and we also, of course, took loans and all of that. But not to talk too much about capital. All I'm trying to say is that don't let the capital be an obstacle to your big idea. Your big idea is more important, more valuable than the capital. You can source capital, but you cannot source the idea. The idea is yours. You own it. That's your selling point. And what happened is that GBC actually came to me to propose the joint venture, because I already started doing private production with them. I was the first company to do private TV production. I opened the taboo, and I keep on saying me, myself, and I. I apologize. I am nobody, because I always say I am nobody. But I started the first private TV production, and after that, the doors opened for people to start bringing in TV programs. And the program was popular. People know it, called Smash TV.
Oh, okay.
Smash TV and TV Market. TV Market that was hosted by Tommy Annan-Frosten, Kofi Adjololo. Kofi Adjololo grew from there. Not the big star he is right now. And then Smash TV, I brought Abraham Ohini-Jan. I picked him from UK, the school. I brought him here to do the program. And now, although Abraham is one of the biggest directors, I'm so proud of him. Abraham Ohini-Jan. I'm sure you heard about him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Smash TV, TV Market, and I started the advertising cycle. on GBC. And when GBC saw these 3 programs, they said, hey, why don't you do a private TV station so you can focus on entertainment and GBC can do, news and edutainment and all of that. And this is how the whole thing started.
Oh, good one. And then you added sports as well.
The sports twist came later. So we started first with the drama entertainment. I was showing Oprah Winfrey, Bold and Beautiful. Ladies, you remember? Bold and Beautiful. And Oprah Winfrey, Tyra Banks, and all these shows. Then I got a break having the English Premier League rights. So people started watching Metro. Then I realized that sports has its hook. And before I know, the World Cup rights for 2006 Germany landed on my lap. So I snapped it because I'm in love with football and I love the organization. And we took it immediately and syndicated it in Ghana to, I think, 3 TV stations, TV3, Metro, and GBC.
I remember the 2006 World Cup very well, where you came out with this Black Stars Diaries and all.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes, the diaries came out surprisingly when I didn't have the rights for the African Cup in Egypt before Germany.
Yeah, that was 2006 African
Yes, when I didn't have the rights for the African Cup, then I created the diaries as an alternative concept behind the scenes, and it was a big hit. And, from there, then I took it up again to Germany. It was lovely times we spent, covering the Black Stars in camp. The beauty about the Black Stars Diaries is that we take the off moments of the football on the pitch, with the players eating, laughing, crying sometimes, singing, in the hotel, in the elevator, and special moments. It was, combined with some scenery from the towns where they were, it became like a magazine show, and it worked well.
How were you able to get these in terms of rights, or how did you do it? How?
They say Nyame Woho. God deal. If God wants to favor you, it shall be well. Yeah, when I started, I got the Germany 2006. Yeah, then after that, 2008, I also got the African Cup of Nations. And we syndicated it to about 8 TV stations in Ghana. So we became known, and by then I created the OMP as a media independent arm, and also event management and sponsorship, so that we can split between Metro. Metro, is got a different duty as a broadcaster. Yes, so rights like the UEFA Cup and Champions League and all of that was easier to get because we had a track record. From the African Cup to the Germany World Cup, and then Black Stars Diaries. So when we compete and bid, we used to win it because based on our track record. Yes, so we got the 2010 as well in South Africa.
Yes, yeah.
And that was the biggest. It was lovely because, as you said, Ghana went all the way straight to the top.
Because you said, we are going straight to that.
Well, I didn't know. I wrote the song, before we went to South Africa. And some people said, oh, Talal, well, you brought us good luck. Well, I said, I didn't know that. I was just expressing my heart. When you work and when you process your thoughts into actions with the heart, you tend to come out with a beautiful output, because it is straight from your heart. And so I just did the song and I called it Straight to the Top. That's how I felt. The lyrics, I wrote them, and it was amazing. I was at the stadium when Asamoah missed the semi-final. My brother, apologies to you. You are my big brother. Asamoah, you're my brother.
So the tournament, you did on-ground production?
Yes.
You didn't pick the feed, you did on-ground production?
No, we did behind the scenes. So we used to go what we call the mixed zone. Mixed zone, after every game, the players come out, then we interview them. Yeah. Also press conference after the game, before the game. I used to also interview them in the hotel and when they are training. We had access through a private agreement with the Ghana Football Association.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and it was exclusive, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that time, it was interesting. We introduced the technology of the SIM card, the 4G, where we can go live by using the backpack.
Okay.
Yes, so we started going live from the lift, the elevator, the bus, coming back to the Jama when they are eating. I even went live from the helicopter myself, using this small SIM card backpack, and then you go live. So it made things even more interesting.
Wow. You brought a different flair to watching the Black Stars, because you gave us access to content that hitherto Ghanaians wouldn't have seen. And sometimes people would always wonder, in terms of content production, what are some of the core things that has to happen behind the scenes?
Well, that's a very, very, very interesting question, because the diaries, I flew to South Africa with 20 staff, 20. Had to rent 2 houses for the production, for the editing, for the graphics. We had graphics, we had 2, 3 editors. Ignis, where are you? He was editing with us. Mr. Astus was there, the head of production. William Asari was on the field. We had a very good team, but we had also 3 cars. So it was a big operation, I can tell you, and but thoroughly enjoyable. Some of us also will be cooking Ghanaian food, which we love. I love.
20 stuff.
20. We went South Africa 20. We had about coming back 55 bags, equipments and stuff like that. But this is what television is all about, isn't it?
The willingness to invest.
Not just invest, but to make sure you invest to give out the best for the people of Ghana and for the viewer, because you are working for them, and that is your mission statement. And not 1 or 2 ways about that.
How did you bring the Champions League to Ghana?
Champions League, unfortunately, they will give it to you, but very limited matches.
Yeah,
because SuperSport had the rights. So if SuperSport, let's say, had 32 matches, they will give us, let's say, 12, 14. So the finals, semi-finals took. So we used to bring it, but it was not, as a whole package. But still, people enjoyed it.
Oh yes.
Yes.
That's
and even the Euro Cup, I also brought it. Euro Cup
yes,
as well.
I remember. And there was those days. It is now Carabao Cup, the Carling Cup. You had it. You had a Premier League on Metro TV. And in fact, you created Metro Sports.
Yeah, the sports became our niche. So much that Metro Sports became almost like a TV station on its own.
Yeah. And
sports occupied a lot of our airtime. Yeah. And we had a lot of magazine programs. We had Sports Beat, Sports Cafe, sports highlights, and not just the live aspect, And we also had the Ghana Premier League. We won the rights to show Ghana Premier League live. And the interesting story that, before I got the rights for SuperSport to agree to show Ghana Premier League live on SuperSport, I had to follow the CEO of SuperSport in about 4 countries around Africa. Imtiaz chased him until he got fed up. He said, Talal, what do you want? I said, I want Ghana Premier League on SuperSport. So I chased him to the mosque. He was praying. And I said, look, now we are in the mosque, Imtiaz. you have to give it to us. So he said, Talal. He said, but we can't pay you. I say you. Yes, whatever you give us, we'll grow it. So it started 5-year production. We did 5 seasons. And unfortunately, when we stopped, it's never gone back to SuperSport.
Yes, because I remember you taught almost every single league center in the country to bring production of Ghana Premier League matches.
Yeah.
Tell us, what are some of the challenges of those productions that you did?
Look, our productions, they were fine, but they could be better. Better because we needed more technical equipment, and that is investment, more money, and TV. I always describe TV as a bottomless pit. If you just listen to the word bottomless pit, it tells you that no matter how much money you put into TV, you won't see the bottom of it. So yes, we need to invest more equipment, more cameras, and uplink and OB-VAN, and we had them, but they weren't the top of the line. So I believe if I had the chance, I had more finance, I would have done top quality, but still what we did was good enough. That SuperSport used to take it, uplink it live to them and show it on SuperSport. For 5 years, they were showing Ghana Premier League.
For 5 years, they were showing Ghana Premier League. And I remember watching some of the Ghana Premier League games on SuperSport, and it was a feeling that every Ghanaian wanted to be a part of. But there are many people who often say that some of the challenges when it comes to Ghana football being able to attract the right media productions has to do with the fact that they claim the clubs are not open enough. If you are to offer an advice to the clubs and the Ghana Football Association, what would that advice be so that they would be able to attract the best of production houses to produce
I think the clubs have no hand in production houses. This is a relationship between Ghana Football Association, GFA, and the broadcaster. It's a technical...
then the advice goes to the GFA then?
Not even the GFA. I think what makes a production better is equipment. Equipment is investment. So therefore, when SuperSport actually attempted, SuperSport were producing Ghana Premier League after I left.
Yes.
Yes.
In 2016.
Yes. And it was better because I brought the OB-VAN for them from Lagos. Yes, so it's all about equipment, and then having sponsorship money is what drives this. You have good sponsorship, then you can improve your production, the viewer is happy, the broadcaster is also happy, he also gets complimentary advertising, and GFA also get their money to pay the clubs. Though whatever they pay wasn't always enough for the clubs. The money up to now is still not enough. So sponsorship is a big deal, and that's what drives the English Premier League or La Liga or any league in the world, the sponsorship of the league. You need huge amounts to make an informed, marked difference in the league.
So is a sponsorship for the media or for the FA? Because I remember about 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, the media production right for the Premier League was about 5 billion. So
yeah, I mean 5 billion.
TV,
but
TV pumps a lot.
Let's divide it into dollars and see. It's $500,000. So I don't know how much is it. Is it or is it $5 million? Okay.
It's about $5 billion. $5.3 billion.
Cedis. So it's $1 million.
No, I'm referring to the Premier League, the English Premier League.
English.
Yeah,
oh my God. Oh no. I mean, it's like a budget of a country, isn't it? English Premier League. Yeah, it is. This shows you the power of
the product.
Yeah, even movies. You have a movie that can sell for $2 billion. I mean, a country needs that money. Shows you that when you invest in the right content, right production, you can make it back. It's a matter of planning and advanced planning with some good pre-synopsis, So at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, English Premier League is amazing. And by the way, let me give a shout out to Liverpool. We're the best.
So when you were buying the broadcast rights for the Ghana Premier League, would you say you were able to recoup your money?
For this one, I will talk. I will talk because SuperSport wasn't paying enough, and they made it clear to me from the beginning that we are giving you, exposure and a break. So I had to subsidize and sacrifice. I'm not saying that to let people say, "Oh, Talal, you lost because of Ghana Premier League." But I want to say that some of us, not every time, must think of money, must sacrifice and subsidize to achieve, a degree, to where this product is going to go. Then later, the money will come. It's not the money should come first, then I will now deliver the product. Sacrifice and produce the product, and later the money will come. So we weren't getting good enough money. Until we left it, the money was not enough. But I knew how to economize in the production costs. I mean, that's one of the best things I do. I'm able to cut administration costs down to the barest minimum and make productions feasible. But we didn't make much money out of it, no.
You didn't make much money, man.
But I was happy I was doing my service for Mother Ghana and for Ghana football. Because Ghana is great, not just for what it is and its heritage and its tradition and its independence, but football. Football is a very big product, and if we know how to market it well, believe me, just like is it Sweden? Look at ABBA, their music.
Yeah.
It's the biggest earner for the whole country, a musical band. So it's all about marketing, planning, and making the
those
right
days,
moves.
how much was the FA selling the broadcast right?
This one, you want to put us in trouble or
no? You're not,
no.
But now the FA, everyone knows the price the FA is selling the broadcast right now.
Yeah. I think the FA was not an issue for us. The FA were reasonable, to be honest with you. They were very empowering for us. They were very happy that they have a company, OMP, will do the production and show it on Metro TV, other stations, send it to SuperSport. They know that our cost was, have to pay satellite uplink costs. So they're happy to give us, an accommodating package to buy the rights. But then again, they also had sponsors who they will bring. So let's say we can bring 8 sponsors, so they will take 4, we will take 4. You always have to be creative.
Okay.
Yes.
There was such agreement.
You pay this amount, but sponsorship, you allow us to bring some and you bring some. And I used to be accommodating.
Okay. Then that's a good one. I'm sure you don't want to mention the figures, so I understand. Right?
People will not understand now because the dollar has changed.
No, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. So for instance, the current broadcast rights holder,
it very unfathomable. It's difficult now to sit down and break it down and put it in all of that.
Because the current broadcast holder pays like about $5 million for the agreement was for is it for 5 years or something?
Yeah, $1 million a year. Yes.
Yeah. So in those days.
So by then it was maybe around $300,000, $400,000 a year. It's economies of
per
scale.
season.
Economies of scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget that they wanted us to be able to produce so that they can also get the product, and we share advertising revenue.
That's a good one. And so you were you the producer when the competition was One Touch Premier League? Were the one producing?
We did not get involved in those. Those are the ones brought by GFA.
Yes.
They take the money.
Yes.
So I cannot remember, but I know it changed hands. There was Glow. The top four were also in charge of it. For Glow and FA Cup, and we were right in the middle of things.
Okay. Then there was the MTN Soccer Academy.
Yeah, that is special. That's also special. I just saw so many reality shows, all the singing, and there wasn't any soccer. So I said, let me do a soccer talent reality show. And I had this land here, 2 acres, it was bush. So we graded, about 1 acre, and we had a small house, started the competition, and we started screening about 1,000 players down to 18. Second season, 2,000 players, 3,000 tests. It started growing. But the first season was special because, I always say the first cut is the deepest, And where Gideon Ba won the award. Gideon Ba is very deep to my heart. He calls me father. And, this gentleman, this player, he deserves because what he has achieved so far, he's very disciplined. Football, you have to be disciplined. He was not deterred. He was not, lose concentration. I managed to get a deal for him to go to Chelsea as the prize.
Yeah.
And he went there, and I met Michael Essien, and he almost made it into the academy. But that time when he went, he wasn't prepared for the cold, so he started bleeding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had to come back. And then I sold him to Asante Kotoko because part of the deal, we also had a local club by then, Zaituna. So we sold it to Kotoko at one of the highest prices by then, 50,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Yes, around then. Now it's still big money.
Yeah, it is.
And he played well, and he broke his leg.
Yeah, I remember.
2 years, he went in rehabilitation, woke up, played again, got a contract in FC Honka in Finland, I think. And from there, went on to New York Bulls. Is it New York Bulls? He went to New York, yeah. So this player, Gideon Ba, is very disciplined, very focused, and I wish him all the best.
You wish him all the best.
And before I go, the most interesting one was the Soccer Academy, the Ghana-Nigeria one. That was special.
Yes.
Now when I went to Nigeria to do screening of football players in Nigeria, and MTN sponsored there, and of course sponsored here in Ghana. We brought 8 Ghanaians, 8 Nigerians. We've never had a higher amount of SMS text for a reality show. It was amazing. Nigeria is a formula for, I don't know, formula for
we compete over everything, from jollof to football.
I'm telling you, it was. We really had a good response for that one.
But why did that stop? Why did it stop? Because
was Soccer Academy stop?
Yes, it was something people looked up to every
sponsorship
year.
stopped. Simple. Right now, people have the feeling they would like it to come back again. What do you think?
It was actually something great.
Yeah,
people, it was giving talents opportunity.
People, yeah, we used to screen. Look, we used to screen thousands, and all the soccer scouts. I used to see that they will come on the side of the screening field, and because we are paying for the screening and administrating, they will come and be watching what we are screening, so that they can also pick some of the players later. It was so important an event, the screening of the players. That is before you boil down from 2000 to the last 18. That process, people used to come on the side and take players. Yes, I'm sure right now Soccer Academy or any similar program done properly, it will do well.
Because I remember,
but you need sponsorship.
There's one boy of interest to me, Azuri. He won. Was it I don't know if it's 2011 or 2013 one that he won, Azuri from Bolga. Yes, one boy won it from Bolga. In fact, he went to Bolgatanga Secondary School.
Yes.
And I went to Boku Secondary School. He was my 1 year senior.
Oh, okay.
So winning it was one of a kind. The feeling it brought was massive, and it kind of opened doors for many young talents then. And
yes, it's true. It's true. I mean, Gideon Ba, we had our 3 players or 4 players from the academy who got contracts from the seasons after season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. You know, they all won. They have a list of their names. In fact, Soccer Academy must come back, by the way. Unfortunately, I can't do it, but I can be a consultant if you guys want, you know.
You can be a consultant.
Yeah, but it should come back, because it's good for the youth, and it keeps them off the streets, and it keeps their dreams alive. And Ghana is full of talent. You know.
Was it from the MTN Soccer Academy that you decided to invest in football by setting up, by getting into clubs like Sporting Marine, Zaytuna United, Great Olympics, and all that?
Yeah, yes. From there, I went to partnership in Zaytuna. We got promoted to first division. Then, when it got relegated, then we went and bought another club, Sporting Miren.
Yeah.
It got relegated again.
You've not been lucky with clubs coming to the top.
And I went to Olympics. I got relegated again. So for once here, I have an award nobody has got before. Back to back, 3 clubs relegated.
3 clubs relegated.
This one, no challenger. Yeah, but Olympics came back to the Premier League.
Yeah. Even now they play in the Premier League.
Since then they are there actually, and so we had shares in Olympics, and the other clubs we own them. Yeah.
Sporting Marine?
Sporting Marine, yes, was called later Accra City Stars.
Okay.
Who's now being run and owned by Godwin Atram, my dear brother. He's a wonderful football player and a human being.
Yeah, he played Great Olympics too.
At Olympics, and he was the coach,
yes.
And he was in the Black Stars.
So you sold Sporting Marine to him or something?
Accra City Stars, yes. And now I think he's changed the name to Devizier or something.
Yeah, David Akrama Devizier.
Yeah. Those are his Dutch sponsors.
Oh, okay.
So you see how sponsorship affects football? They can even change the name to suit the sponsor.
I see. What about the Great Olympics?
Great Olympics is a tradition. What we brought to Olympics is that Olympics was a community-based football team.
Yeah.
But when we came, I said no, it must be turned into a company, limited liability.
Yeah.
So our coming said we will not invest until it's restructured into shares, and shares are allotted to its various stakeholders. So that was I believe with all humility, our advent into Olympics brought about changing Olympics from a community football team into a limited liability.
But was that a good move? Would you describe it as a good move?
Yes. I mean, Olympics, Olympics is always fighting, striving. The spirit in Olympics, they say never say die, but it should be for Olympics, not for hearts. They'll kill me, now.
The hearts fans will come after you for saying this.
Very good.
But do you still invest in Great Olympics?
I've moved out of football with age. I left that for my son, Take Fatal, which, he had a good streak. I took him out of school because he was good, Form 3. Sent him to Manchester City Academy, Educake. And within the first month, I was right. Blackburn Rovers made an inquiry about him. Want to sign him on, but he didn't have a European passport or residence permit.
Yeah.
And after that, I think then I took him here to Portugal. He played in Spain, Gibraltar. And along the line, I think he himself sort of deviated from football. And I would have wished that he would stayed in football. But I still wish him all the best, my son. So
there's one question I need to ask, because my viewers would kill me if I do not ask that question.
Hey, I beg.
The institution that you brought, and in fact, I remember anytime Ghana had a match, right, everyone was going, like a chunk of us were always expecting the game to be on Metro television.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was innate. It was kind of natural that we expect Metro TV, because Metro, when you hear Metro TV, we were hearing the ultimate.
In fact, if you don't show it, then people used to insult us.
That's the point. You see, people would insult you for not showing it and all that.
Or complain. Let me not use the word insult.
Okay.
Apologies.
They would complain. They would complain. But you let go Metro TV. Why?
I mean, why did I let go of my share in Metro TV?
Why did you let go of your shares on Metro TV?
A mixture of reasons. Very fierce competition. And not just from the TV stations, from online advertising. I saw it coming from far. And wanted to sort of, come out in good time before it swallows me. The operational costs were becoming higher. Content was more expensive to produce. Ratings were difficult to verify that, who's watching and at what time and what. So you have to do very, strong marketing to get advertisers. And as I said, technology also changed. We had to move to HD, change our MCR, our cameras. So the investment or reinvestment did not match up the returns. So it was more of a financial decision than from my heart. Who wants to leave television or the media? It's a powerful tool per se, but I used to enjoy it more than think of it as a power tool, So it was more of an economic decision. And it was done in 2016, 17.
2016, 2017.
Yes, almost 7 years now.
Wow. And even before that, the sports content on Metro TV had also dropped.
No, as we were coming towards the period of we transitioning, then obviously investment became less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I want to also we were called the home of the Black Stars. Yes. Sports station of the year. We won it about 3 times. But I want to talk about also entertainment. At Metro TV, we had some good programs. I mean, let me start with our flagship, Thank God It's Friday with KSM.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, a hit program on Fridays. We had Beatbox with Van Vicker. We had John Germain as well. The beatbox with John Germain and Van Vika, well, they changed.
Yeah.
We had Smash TV, and we had, you know, a lot of current affairs. Good Morning Ghana, Good Evening Ghana. They're still up to now one of the, you know, cornerstone of morning and evening political gossip mongering.
You even partner BBC to bring us Focus on Africa.
Oh yes, you see, you are even reminded me with the late Komlado Mo, you know. Yes, yeah. May his soul rest in peace. So yes, I mean, Al Jazeera, I was the first to bring it to Africa before even the DSTV got it. Then I brought MTV Base for entertainment before even the DSTV brought it. So entertainment, yeah, we were there also showing a lot of soaps, if you remember, Bold and Beautiful. And then the other one there, Esmeralda, that lady, Pucci, she used to have the lovely voice. I mean, yeah, and Morning Ride and all of that. Anita Owusu and the omnibus programs. Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
It was good while it lasted. What would you say was your major challenge doing television? None.
Sponsorship, no. That's a big challenge. Selling your airtime, getting enough sponsorship to sustain running the television station. Most of the TV stations nowadays, this is my belief, but I do not want to be proven wrong, are just hardly making, you know, their money. Because television is expensive, is a bottomless pit. But then again, I give my kudos and high respect, not because I am on Joy today, to my brother, Mr. Chung, Kusi Chung. He deserves big recommendation and respect because he's managed to combine the online, the radio, the TV into one network and then feeding each other. This is not an easy task. He deserves to be recommended, commended seriously. Mr. Chung, I take my hat off for you. Well done.
But the purpose of this conversation, because it's sports biased, he's talking about syndicating broadcast rights and for major competitions. As you recall, there were times certain tournaments, Ghanaians would be afraid that we will not be able to show the tournaments and all, but all of a sudden you pulled through and all that. Then came AUB.
Wow, you've done your homework, eh? Yeah, AUB, you see, FIFA does not like to work with independent countries. It's easier for them to work with an umbrella group.
Okay.
Then you do the work on their behalf.
Okay.
So along the line, you know, they partnered with AUB. AUB was there for a long time immemorial, not from now. It's because they are more into radio, actually. Yeah. The TV came later, added. Mr. Achase was the first Director General. He's a Ghanaian. And FIFA decided to give AUB a try. So I think they gave them 2 World Cups, I believe. And they will contact the individual countries and sell the rights to us. And so they had a central point, I believe in Senegal or maybe in Paris, where the signal will be uplinked to a satellite over Africa and then we all receive it. And the adverts are played centrally for them from there, while we also play our adverts but within guidelines. Okay. And not to also exclusive categories, not to, you know, break that exclusivity. So it worked quite well. So AUB, you are right, and then later it changed, of course, and now it's still changing. I hear the next World Cup will be given now privately, not anymore to government organizations.
That's what you've heard?
Yeah.
This is like an exclusive thing because is this?
No, I heard. But in fact, the last World Cup was given to a private organization.
You still work with this?
Yeah. Well, the last World Cup in Qatar, I was asked to help, and I contributed in the World Cup syndication, and you know what they call it, sponsorship as well. I helped. It didn't work out very well. The commercial climate wasn't very good, end of the year, and business, and coming out of COVID and all of that. Yeah. And we hope the next World Cup, it will be better. In fact, we are looking forward to the AFCON. I've also heard GBC is going to show it. In fact, they are going to show it, the African Cup. This is my, you can take this as exclusive. Yes.
these two work with GBC
yes,
in terms of
the
content
but last year with the Qatar World Cup, I worked with GBC.
Oh, what's it?
I syndicated with them on 15 TV stations. 15, it's a record, never been done before. 15 TV stations were shown at the same time, and we will help work with them syndicating the commercials, you know, and everything. And we used to use the cloud technology to send the ads and all of that. So.
Okay, with all this work you've done in the last 3 decades or more, came with an award, and I see it here as what? Former Chief Executive Officer of Metro, most influential people.
This is
wow.
This is one award I am humbled. This is one award I treasure, and I've received many awards by God's power and His blessing. This award puts me amongst the most 100 influential personalities in Ghana, not for the year, but probably across a time span of 10 or 20 years. And I'm so proud because it vindicates and certifies my
contribution.
Not a contribution, you know. I don't want to self-praise is no praise, but when you are recognized, at least all I can say is that I thank Ghana for giving me the opportunity and the platform to serve them first. Secondly, to accept me as one of their own and make me what I am, because I am nothing without them. I am humbly grateful, and I will continue to serve you, God willing, with all my heart and all my soul. Amen.
Amen.
To you. This award is
to everyone.
To everyone, it's not for me.
Do you still follow Metro TV? This is your baby.
It's my baby, my baby. Once in a while. Once in a while. Not much.
Do you admire them? Oh, that's a difficult question to ask.
Actually, I don't watch any television. You know, I've just turned into a football, you know, freak, watching football.
And do you mini golf?
Mini golf, yeah. I forgot about mini golf. Yes, mini golf. Currently, I love mini golf. I have here an 18-hole mini golf course. We are going to relaunch it this year. I'm the president for Ghana Mini Golf and president for Africa Mini Golf. I've launched courses in Kigali, in Egypt, South Africa. And we have here a mini golf course endorsed by the World Mini Golf Federation. This year, God willing, we'll be doing the African Championship. The last African Championship we held here was about 4 years ago. We had 17 countries. You'll be surprised. It's mini, but still African Cup. And we call it AMCON, not AFCON, African Mini Golf Cup of Nations. We've been to the World Cup 3 times from Ghana. We go there, we hold Ghana flags. We've been to Croatia, Sweden, and Czechoslovakia. This year, God willing, we are going to go again to Czechoslovakia. And the beautiful news that is coming forward, that our bid to host the World Cup in Ghana, mini golf, might be accepted for the year 2025. Will be the first World Cup to be held in Ghana. Maybe mini, but it's World Cup.
It's still a World Cup. But why did you leave football to? Because from Zaytuna, Sporting Maryland, Great Olympics, MTS Soccer Academy, you've left all these now to Sporting Maryland. What took you out of football?
Family. My daughters, my wife. See, I love my wife. I always tell people that. I love my wife. No, I'm just joking. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Hey, I'll be in trouble if I go.
Your wife will tell you, hey, you are joking.
And I love my wife. I love my kids, and I want to spend quality time with them. I'll tell you what I've settled in right now. Back to music. Back to the egg. I started there, and I'm ending there.
Football was taking a chunk of your time or what?
No, not time. Yeah, it's,
Or it was taking your resources?
no, it's time now to go back to music. Okay, I have metamorphosized over the years. You know, from a farmer, restaurant operator, media practitioner, into television broadcaster, sports syndicator, content provider, and then football administration. And now I'm going back to my roots, and it's music. I love music. And yesterday I had somebody, he said 20 years, 25 years ago, there's a song, Home, which I sang duet with Kojo Entry. And he asked me, 25 years ago, he lost the song. So he sent me a request, and I sent it to him yesterday.
You still have the song?
Paul Fosso. Yes, on MP3, yes, I have them. It's a beautiful song. That's, I believe, one of the duets that Kojo Entry has only sung. I'm praying, Kojo, you'll be my guest at the end of this year.
I see.
Yeah, we'll be doing a show. So I'm back to music. I have more songs to record, but other artists will sing them. And the instrumental, I'm going for a publishing deal. I'm also writing a book, and I am, you know, planning to release Best of Talal, you know, and then produce music, maybe for publishing for movies, for TV series, not just, you know, locally, also internationally. And because the music I do is evergreen. For somebody to ask me for a song I did 25 years ago in 1990, he still wants to hear it now. It tells you, by God's power.
It was done in 1990. That's about 33 years, actually.
No, I released it in 1990, but I wrote it in school.
Oh, okay.
I have a song right now called Dreaming, and I wrote it in school, 1979, 80. So it's about 45 years old. If you hear it now, your thing was written yesterday. That's the kind of music I write, and that's what I want the whole world to hear it. If not in singing, but just as instrumental music for listening, to relax. And I'll definitely bring it out with a twist, you know. Add little background vocals inside just to spice it up, you know, small salt and pepper. So I'm planning on doing that from now on.